Assalamu alaikum, what's going on guys? Welcome to Amigos Code. In this video, I want to teach you everything you need to know about IntelliJ. If you are a Java programmer or you are learning Java or you are using frameworks such as Spring Boot, then IntelliJ is for you. I've been using IntelliJ for more than 10 years now. Before, I used to use Eclipse, and I gotta say, like, IntelliJ is the IDE for professional software engineers. Everyone uses it, and you should also use it. If you're new to Amigos Code, go ahead and subscribe, smash the like button, join both private Facebook group as well as Discord. The community is growing. For this video, I'm gonna be giving away a free full license for a year for all of these JetBrains products. So IntelliJ Ultimate Edition, Golang, Python Professional, and pretty much everything for free. And all you got to do is just subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter. So I'm trying to gain a following there. So Twitter, and join both private Facebook group as well as Discord. So that's all you got to do. So yeah, so without further ado, let's kick off this video. So the best way for you to install IntelliJ is to navigate to jetbrains.com and then search for Toolbox-app. So here you can manage all the tools in one single application. You can update the apps, you can delete them, install, reinstall, and it's super cool. So this is actually what I'm using. So in here, so this is the toolbox, and basically you can see all the applications here, right? So community, Golang, this is what I have installed, PyCharm as well, IntelliJ Ultimate, Android Studio, PyCharm Professional, WebStorm, PHP, DataGrip. It's amazing, this one. Ruby, if you want to do iOS development, so on and so forth, right? So I'm going to teach you about IntelliJ, and you got to know that IntelliJ, you've got two versions. You've got the Ultimate Edition as well as the Community Edition as well as the Ultimate. And the difference really is that the Ultimate version gives you extra features such as web development, connecting to databases. So everything that DataGrip has, everything is embedded inside of the Ultimate, and support for frameworks such as Spring Boot, right? So, most of the times you won't need it, but if you have the Ultimate, it's a nice to have. It's so good. And yeah, so stay tuned, subscribe, join Facebook, Discord, and Twitter to win the prize. Literally, just join. I'm going to be announcing, by the way, end of this month, so stay tuned. So yeah, so let's go ahead and actually create a project. So once you install IntelliJ, you'll get this welcome window right here, and this is where you can create a project. So you can configure, but don't worry, I'm going to show you exactly how to configure this in a second. So for now, go ahead and create a project, and this is what you should see. So you can create a bare bones Java application, or using Maven, Gradle, JavaFX, no one uses it, Groovy, Kotlin. Yeah, Kotlin is quite nice as well. But yeah, most of the times you're going to be using Maven or Gradle. And then you can pick your Java version, right? So here I've got Java 11 and 12, and if you want, you can, I think I also have 14, but if you want, you can download a JDK from here, and basically it will do the rest for you. So let's go ahead and stick with Java 12, but this will work for any Java version that you have. And also, I don't want a JavaFX application, I want a Maven one. So now here you can create one from an archetype. So we want the simple Maven project. Next, and then here let's simply say app and then finish. And there we go. It's as simple as this. So here you can see that we have the pom.xml. So this is Maven specific. So this is where, for example, you would install all of the dependencies for your project. So let me actually now put this full screen, so I want you to see everything. And right here you can see that we have a couple of things here around, but don't worry, I'm gonna make sure that you are quite comfortable, and also things are very organized here, which makes it super easy to understand. So in here, let's open up the app folder. So this is the actual folder structure, and then you can see that we have the Java folder here, and this is blue, so this is where you will put all of your Java code. So what I want to show you first is how to configure. So to configure IntelliJ, you can go to IntelliJ in here and then go to preferences, and then here you can configure, for example, themes, whether you want light, Dracula. So for example, if I change this to white, oh my goodness, yeah, this is too light. But you can choose between any of those. So if I apply, I just want to stick with that one. And then also you can increase the font size here. I'm going to do it in a second, but I want to show you here. So if you go to plugins in here, this is where you can download plugins. So for example, if I go to theme, you can see that you have a bunch of themes. So Material UI, this one is quite popular and quite nice, but I just stick with the defaults. And then One Dark Theme, you can also use it, and many others to choose from. But as I said, I just like the default one. And then here, the actual plugins. So let me see what I have installed. So you can see that I've got a couple of things installed here, but you've got Git Integration, so on and so forth. So one plugin that I want to show you is this guy here, so Kite. So let's actually enable this guy. So this one is a fairly new plugin, but you can see that. So if I go to Marketplace, so let's search for Kite, 43,000 downloads, and the rating is quite good, right? And the reason is because Kite gives you all the tools for you to be more productive. And it basically is just using AI to give you coding suggestions. So basically with IntelliJ and then Kite, you can write code so much faster, and you can let the IDE do the job for you if you want, right? So I'm looking forward to use this. They even have this thing called, I think it's the Copilot. And basically it's like a mini Stack Overflow where you can see examples if you are stuck, how people use the library, so on and so forth. So it's available in all of these IDEs. I think it's 13 and 16 languages. So yeah, so Kite, give it a try. So let's now go to build, and I want to show you something. So here, build, and then compiler, and then expand that, and then go to Java compiler. So here, sometimes you might see that your code will not work, and it's because of this. So let me change this to Java and then 12, and then apply. Also, what I'm going to do is actually go to appearance, and I'm only doing this so you can see everything nice on the screen. So apply, and you can see things are much bigger now. You shouldn't do this, but you also have, if I go to, I think it's so appearance, editor, general, well actually it was there, font. Here you can increase the font size if you want as well, and also the actual font, right? I'm just going to keep the defaults there. So I've enabled Kite, so I need to restart. So just give it a second, and there we go. So you can see that it's amazingly fast. Boom. So Kite now is installed. So we can even learn how to use it, but I'm going to skip it for now. And what I want to show you here is the following. So you see that we have this folder, blue, and this is where we have our Java classes, right? So let's go ahead and quickly create a main class. So I've just pressed Control and Enter, and you could right click and then new and then Java class. It's the exact same thing. So main and then Enter. And there we go. So now we have a main class. So every main method should have, every main class, the main class should have the main method. So you could say public static void main, but this is too long. You can say public static void main, enter. You got the main method there, or even better, you can say main, and then you have the main method there. So now I can say system.out.println, and basically this is too long as well. We can say sout and then hello amigos, and then run this. And there we go. So I just want to show you that these are some of the errors that you might encounter, but to fix this is very straightforward. So what you got to do is, so it says Java error, release version not supported. So it is fine. So go to file at the top and then project structure, command and then semicolon. So with IntelliJ, I love to use the keyboard shortcuts, and I do recommend people start using keyboard shortcuts. But check this out. If I press command and then semicolon, you can see project structure via command and then semicolon, and you can see the equivalent for Windows. So this plugin is called Presentation Assistant. Go ahead and install it because it will teach you how to use IntelliJ. So here, inside of modules, you can see that we have sources and then language level. Let's just set it to 12. So this is what we are using. And there we go. So this now should fix this problem. And there we go. So you can see that we have hello amigos. Let's now create a class, a quick class. So again, I always try to use the keyboard as much as possible. So Control Enter, new class. And then in here, I'm going to say person. And inside of this class, let's have a private final and then string name. Let's just keep it simple. And basically now we need a constructor, getter, setters, and all of that stuff, right? To string hash code. So here, I'm just going to press option and then enter, and then I can add to constructor parameter. There we go. And then if I want the getter, so type get name. If I want to string, select that, and you can see it's just amazing. So it's really, really awesome. Now let's go back to main and let's create a person. So new and then person and then pass Jamila and then end that with semicolon. So I've just pressed shift command and then enter. So here shift command enter, it completes the line. So complete current statement. You can see the keyboard shortcut down below. So here, let me actually extract this to a variable again. You can see the keyboard shortcut down below. And I'm going to say person. And then here, I'm going to say system.out.println too long south. And then person dot, and then get name. Let's run this. And there you have it. You can see that you have Jamila here. So you can see the power of IntelliJ. So IntelliJ is amazing, guys. So one thing that I want to show you here is you see in here we have project, structure, favorites, and then run. Basically, you can access all of these panels by using the keyboard shortcut. So I can press Command 1 and this closes the project tab. I can press Command 7, that opens the structure. So here we only have one method, and then favorites, Command 2, and then run, Command 4. And you can see that it's just great, right? And at the top here, you can see that this is how you run. So you can run the project, you can debug, so on and so forth. One thing is with IntelliJ, if you want to create a class, you can do it many ways, right? So let's say that you want to create a class, or actually a test. So let's have, for example, a class called service, right? And you want to create a test for this class. So let me show you that. If you press shift 2 times, so here you can search anything, literally anything, right? And here, if I search for go to test, I think it's go to test, go to test. There we go. So go to test, you can see the keyboard shortcut there. And what I'm going to do is actually say shift command T. Shift command T there. I was outside of the class. So shift command T, and then you can see that it wants to navigate to a test, but it doesn't have one. So let's create one, and you can say, right, I want a JUnit, give me the setup, give me the tier, so on and so forth. So if I say okay, you can see that we have a test class, and basically here we don't have JUnit installed, and this is where you do it inside of the Maven. So let me just comment that out. And even inside of test, so you can see that this is a test that we have, service test. So basically it's the actual class name and then test. One other thing is that things get compiled into targets. So target, right? So if I delete target, I just want you to see. So delete target, and let's open up main and then run again. So I've just pressed the play button there. You should see that target now. So I'm going to press Command 4. Target has been created again. You can see here, and you can expand classes, and you can see the actual class. So this is the bytecode, right? And if you have jars, so all the jars will actually be in there. Oops, I didn't want to do that, right? So there you have it. So you can see that you learn about testing, how to create main class. And one thing about testing, if you want to learn more about testing, go ahead and check Amigos Code website. I've got a full course just on testing, teaching you integration test, unit testing, testing external services, TDD, and a bunch more. So one last thing that I want to show you here is that IntelliJ is the IDE for you. As a Java software engineer, IntelliJ has everything you need. So in here, what I'm going to do is actually select, actually go to the menu and then VCS. You can see that we have VCS operations pop up. So it's the actual tilde there, or actually the hat sign and then V, click on that. And you can see that we can basically enable version control. So if you are using Git, for example, you can do it. So let me actually use the keyboard shortcut here. So control, this is my control. This is for me is control V, and then enable version control, Git, okay. And now you can see that, look, these are red, right? So because we need to stage them. So I've just pressed Command K there, right? So let me press Control and then V, and you can see that now we can commit, we can push, commit a file, roll back, and basically do everything that you would do with another version control tool such as source tree, for example, right? So now let's say we want to commit, and we don't want to commit anything in IDEA. We just want everything in main as well as test, not the target. And obviously you'd have your git ignore. So message, hello, and then commit. And check this out, they were green and then it's gone, right? So now we can actually push them if we want. So here I'm going to press Control and then V again, and then we can push them. So for this, we need to define a remote, which is out of the scope of this video, right? But this is, you would set up your remote if you're using Git. Then it's really straightforward. But here, have a look. So if I add a space, you can see that this becomes green because it's a new change. And I can even roll back here. So roll back, and it's really, really good, right? So if I go to Git in here, so Command and then 9, and basically you can see the local changes console as well as the log messages. So it's really, really, really awesome, this IDE. And there you have it. So this is a quick tutorial on this awesome IDE. I hope that I convinced you that you should start using IntelliJ, because it's the tool for you out there. Whether you're using Java, Spring Boot, anything to do with the JVM, IntelliJ is for you. So as I said at the beginning of this course, I'm going to be giving away a free 1-year license for all the JetBrains products. So here, so all of these products for free, 1 year, right? And also, if you are interested in Python, I also have a code which I will leave down below where you can try the Python Professional for 4 months. So I was given these codes to give to the community, so I'm just sharing this with you guys, right? So go ahead and join the community, Twitter, and subscribe to Amigos Code channel. And if you want to learn more about IntelliJ, go to YouTube or my website. Really doesn't make a difference here. But if I search for IntelliJ, I do have a full course just on IntelliJ. You can see here. So I've done it a year ago. So this is the complete course, 2.5 hours just on IntelliJ, because I feel like this is a tool that you should know. Also, if I go to amigoscode.com, if you want to gain a certificate from these courses, go ahead and basically enroll on this course where you get a certificate upon completion. So this is all for now. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Give me a thumbs up so I can keep on recording these videos. Let me know what you thought about this video. This was a bit different than what I do, whether you want to see more of these. And yeah, so join the community, like, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Assalamu alaikum.